This is Hannibal back here with a UAP slash drone news update. Ross Coulthart put out an interesting tweet today. And by the way, Gene Sticko, hope I'm pronouncing his last name right, or Mean Gene's going to give me a big clothesline, but he's going to do an interview with Ross Coulthart soon. So I'm interested to see that. But Ross Coulthart put out a tweet today saying the FBI has announced a new project to respond to the national security threat posed by unmanned systems that includes unidentified anomalous phenomena and drones. They're listing those as two separate things. So this is very interesting, and I'll go through the documents with you guys a little bit, and I don't claim to be an expert here, but let's have a look at some of these documents that Ross posted. I'm just going to briefly look through them. These seem pretty official. But it's an admission that there is some unlawful stuff going on over national security areas involving unmanned aerial systems, and there's also stuff in there related to underwater stuff that's been going on, where it appears that most of these UAPs actually go underwater too, and there's been all kinds of bizarre craft seen underwater, some supposedly as big as football fields, these giant craft that have been seen moving at ridiculously fast speeds, showing some examples of various types of drones here. So I wish I could afford one of these drones, but I don't know anything about the drones. I am very interested in understanding why these drone incursions were allowed to go nuts last year. Some of the government, I guess the official statement were all of the drones last year were FAA approved. And as I look into the second document right now, however, if they were all FAA approved, why would they let citizens freak out like they did and mayors freak out like they did? Why would they not have warned the various communities? And why did they have to shut down certain Air Force bases where some of these drone incursions were happening? So here's another playbook. Let's take a look at the second playbook to respond to some of these homeland security unlawful incursions involving drones and unidentified anomalous phenomena. So for the people that say UFOs don't exist, which are essentially the same thing as UAPs, they're unidentified flying objects. They do exist. Where they come from is, I guess, unknown, and they want to find out where they come from, and the FBI is getting in on it now to help find out. And okay, so this may have been the same one that I just showed. Let's show the other one here. Let's show number 2. And I'm not going to pretend like I am a drone expert. I do research UAPs every day for, I would say, 5 to 6 hours a day. So I would say I'm a UAP expert for sure. By the way, Avi Loeb is going to be doing an interview with me Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And that interview is going to be live on this channel, on the Wicked Alien channel. So this one is shorter, but it's classifying sites as armories, National Guard facilities, spaceports, U.S. ports, and rail yards. A lot of these ones that incursions were reported at last year. And there you go. Unmanned underwater water vehicles, unidentified anomalous phenomenon, and drones. Some people like Tim Burchett, who I interviewed last December, believed at the time that some of them were from China. Other people believed that there was actual UAP. Then there were our drones going up to see what those UAP were. Then there were regular people's drones flying up there to see what all the activity was. And in some cases, there were police and rescue drones appearing too. So there was a lot of activity going on last year. Maybe 5% of it was actual unknown stuff going on that they never found the reasons to. As far as what was FAA approved, that was probably the stuff going up there to investigate the initial incursions. But let me know what you guys think of all